All right, how did I get my name? How did the name Mukluk come about? So, about 300 years ago, I'm very old, there was a game that was out called EverQuest. It was actually the first MMO. That's not true at all, but I'm quoting World of Warcraft players here. Now, EverQuest was a wonderful game, a lot of diversity in the classes and stuff. One of them was called the Trolls. Not to be confused with internet trolls. These trolls were like the 7-foot tall, live under a bridge, collect a toll, green skin, regeneration, could only be killed with fire or, you know, getting their hit points to 0, stuff like that. So, fantasy trolls. Now, the trolls in EverQuest, I wanted to play one of them. I was like, yo, regeneration is a racial, like, they literally naturally heal twice as fast. Awesome racial ability. They're hideous, they're ugly, I didn't care. I would very much a function over form. So I was like, all right, I want a troll sounding name. But I was a wee lad. I didn't know what the troll name was, so I made a character just named like ASDF, and I log in and I look at the surrounding NPCs. And I remember they were named things like Gugwump, and I'm like, okay. So I log out, I delete ASDF, may he rest in peace, and I made a new character, and I was like, Mukluk. That sounds trolly. I thought I was making up a word. Years go by, I start to just answer to Mukluk all the time. I'm using it in all games, I'm used to it, it's easy for me. And someone's like, are you aware you're a shoe? What? And he's like, yeah, you're an Eskimo shoe. You're an Eskimo shoe. You're made with seal. And I'm like, never got that memo. No, and they're like, you know, random people. Are you from Alaska? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then Pokemon. Pokemon got really big. Now, Pokemon was out before I made the character, but you know, it took some time to build up traction. Pokemon got really big, and so anytime I made a character in a game named Mukluk, and then the name Mukluk was already taken, because it's a popular name, very popular name, I would just shorten it to Muk. And so people are like, oh, you like Pokemon? I'm like, well, no, well, yes, I do, but no, I didn't just name my, you know, StarCraft account after Pokemon. So that became a thing. And, you know, years later, there was an episode of The Simpsons where Krusty the Clown said, comedy isn't about using dirty words, it's about using words that sound dirty. Like Mukluk. And the next day at school, everyone's like, or sorry, not the next day at school, but the next day at school, people that knew me were like, did you see that? They used your name on The Simpsons last night. But the next few days in gaming, like the next week in gaming, anytime someone saw any of my characters, they're like, oh, you watched The Simpsons. Mucking no! No, this isn't from The Simpsons. So, like, you know, that was the thing for a while. Someone told me it meant whale blubber, someone told me it was an Eskimo hero. I never found any confirmation on either of those things, but it's just, I've been using it for so long, I was just like, all right, I just answer to it now. But fun fact, if you go to the channel called Mukluk on YouTube, it's literally, they make shoes. But it's like made with Canadian quality since 1985. But so I had to get the account Mukluk YouTube on YouTube for that reason. Perfect segue here. Another time in EverQuest. So I had my character named Mukluk. He was a troll shaman. Shaman. Whatever. I had a troll shaman and a friend that I made in-game. Now, at the time I had never heard of Dragon Ball, but this guy's name was like SSJ Saiyan or something like that. I didn't understand that for the name for years. And he was a barbarian warrior. Think like a Norn warrior. He was a barbarian warrior. And he and I played together a lot. And he, one day as a joke, he made a character named Mukluk, Muglugg. And Mukluk was a troll shaman. And he leveled it to like 10 and waved at me one day and laughed at my reaction and then just shelved the character. Didn't care about it anymore. He just shelved it. You know, the joke was done. Well, time passes and he's like, hey, I'm gonna be leaving the game. I think he was getting sent to military school. He's like, I'm getting sent to military school. I guess he was bad. And he's like, I wanted to say bye to you. I'm gonna be giving the account to my brother, my little brother. And so if you see me online, it's gonna be him. I'm like, okay, thanks for telling me and saving me from some awkward situations. And he's like, he's really interested in playing that shaman. Do you care? And I was like, no, dude, you don't need to ask my permission. I don't care. And I was like, oh, little brother, probably like 7-year-old. He's just gonna be dipping around the newbie zone. It's nothing. Little brother proceeds to get all the way to max level. in a very short period of time. Now, leveling in EverQuest was insane. You did not get XP from completing quests or events, chat. You just grinded. It was like, to get XP, you like sat in one spot and killed 10,000 boars, okay? Like, it was grinding, that's it. So the persistence of this child to get to max level in this game. By the way, if you died, you lost XP and you could de-level. So the persistence of this child to get to max level was insane already. He proceeds to join one of the top raiding guilds on the server, become their best shaman, and gets so famous that people think I copied him. And I gotta say, chat, my jimmies were rustled. I cannot say it any better than that. People would see me and they're like, oh my gosh, it's a Mukluk fanboy. And I'm like, what the, no! No! No, I wasn't, no! And I would be like /played and pull up my birthday.
Guess you could say you got mugged.
And very nice, I just got that. So I would like /played and it would have like my birth date and I'd be like, look, this is when I made my character. You ask him to /played. You ask him when he made his character. I came first. They're like, okay, psycho, calm down. And I would just be like, oh, y'all saw nothing. Not like that. Anyway. I would just be like, literally just reeing in a corner of the auction house because no one would listen to me. So yeah, I was just like, you know, just like a child, because I was in my early teens, you know, but I was just so mad. I was so mad that they thought I copied him. I was like, I came first. It was me. So yeah, great segue story. He becomes the top shaman on the server. Everyone thinks I'm a copycat.